I'll tell you how Blanchard's doing. He's looking fit. He's looking sexy. He's looking awesome.
Did you rate my stream a little bit ago, Blanchard? I think I remember you did.
I did. You were really into Tarkov, I think. So I just let you be. But I rated and then bounced. But
I'm a bad streamer. I didn't notice the raid right away. I think I've improved my notifications since then. But hashtag bad streamer is a thing that you see a lot in my streams.
No, Woody, your stream is hilarious because like usually I raided Blanchard with a few hundred people the other night, and immediately he's like, "Oh, Taylor, awesome, great. Hey, how's everybody doing?" And I rated you with a few hundred people the other night, and you were so into Tarkov that I watched the stream for like 10 minutes, and everybody in this chat's going, "What hey, what hey, what hey, what hey, RSK," and you're just like, where am I going to get a cup of coffee around? You're just so singular. It was endearing. Very
Tarkov.
Hey man, when you're into a game, you're into a game. You know.
True. Tarkov requires a lot of concentration too. True. And there's a big risk reward. If you're playing Doom and you die, you're like, all right, well let's reload the checkpoint. If you die in Tarkov, you're like, all right, well I just lost 4 hours of work.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
that game is so fun. I really that game single-handedly has brought down my, because I know the last couple times we've been on, we talked about it, but it has been the game that has taken my excitement from Battle Royale and put it into something else, because it's just like high risk, high reward, and even if there's no risk or reward or no risk, you always have everything to gain, right?
You ever play Rust?
that game takes too much like time commitment.
Kyle loves Rust.
I was gonna ask if Kyle's still playing Rust.
Yeah, man. Kyle's a Rust boy.
No, I haven't played Rust in a while because it's just so unhealthy. That's the cool thing about Tarkov. Tarkov gives you just about everything Rust can give you, but in like bite-sized pieces. Rust is like, all right, if we're gonna play a 7-day wipe, then we need to be here 8 hours a day for 7 days, boys. If you're not, then we're going to have to go to a server with fewer players. Because like I'm not going to play on a 6-man server so that we can have 6 guys in here for 20 minutes one Saturday night. It's going to fuck us in the ass. So we ended up playing like I played a lot of duo servers on 7-day wipes, and you would legitimately put in fucking 40 hours in a week.
It's a full-time job. That's
wipe.
my problem. Yeah. I don't have the time. Like, you know, I stream every day. Like, I got to do a bunch of different, content. But Tarkov is perfect because once you get the hang of it and once you have, like, the understanding of, like, how do I go net neutral for this entire run? Like, how do I Chad and then scav rat so I end up at, like, X million at the end, and I started with the same amount. And Tarkov just really scratches that itch because you can have those, like, clippable incredible moments with a Taz, and you can have the same incredible run with like a TX or something like that. I love it.
Someone described Tarkov as really hard to start and really hard to stop, and that it's somehow that
like drug addiction,
like meth.
yeah. The beginning of Tarkov, you don't understand how to build a gun, you really don't understand the meta, the maps. I'm not great at memorizing new maps. And the Tarkov maps are so difficult that combines for a really long experience for me. And, it's hard to get started, but then once you do, it's hard to put it down.
Looking forward to the next wipe. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I am too.
I just got too much money. Like the game's not fun for me at this point.
How much do you have?
Probably not as much as some. Probably like
I have 3 million.
Oh,
in cash, and my
how much is your stash worth, roughly, Tucker?
10 mil, I guess. Okay. I have a lot of money in equipment. But like that's like, not to cut you off, but that's like the sweet spot between like every loss matters a lot to me and every big win still matters, but I'm not like buying like tier 5 armor, like full. Like sometimes I have to do like a budget reserve run and just like rat it out,
I've got about 50 million cash, and my stash is worth about 250 million or so. So like the game has been like easy mode for a long time.
Kind of stale.
It's stable. Yeah.
Well, you should never. You literally, Tarkov is the only game that I've ever played where like like if you run into a character that is under equipped and you are at your like peak capacity, you should never lose. 0% of the time you should ever lose a fight. Like it is, you should be incapable of being killed by a guy running like 9mm
I lost
armor
the other day.
or ammo.
So here's what happened. I'm kitted out, right? And I've got the VSS, so people know it's a good gun. It shoots straight. It's cool. And I've got level 6 armor, and I've got a helmet on with a face mask, and I'm juiced, they would call it. I go up against I run into a scav. I'm ahead of him on the gunfight, and then we both manage to find cover. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to push this guy. I know he's hurt, and I know that I'm juiced. So, shit, at this point, if we go even, I crush him just because my gun's better, my defense is. The next bullet he fires is between my eyes, and I'm dead. Yeah. And
but
that happens.
I think that happens, and that's one of the that's one of the endearing moments. Like I feel as if it is not a rite of passage because it happens way too often for that, but like it is a nice reset when you're going in there. For me, a big run is like $1 million in gear. You know, I've like spent a lot of my time like building out all these guns and stuff, and I get one tapped by a scav who's just like decided today to fucking ruin my like. That's kind of the enjoyment. Yeah, it's like a masochist fucking run. You're just like, oh, that sucked. Let's run it back.
yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm in between. My stash is worth like 86 million, and I have like 16 million in rubles. So I can lose a bunch and still keep playing, but I don't feel good unless I should be wealthier at the end of the night. Otherwise, I've lost.
You know,
I'm ready for new white. There's only two
things
that are going to get me to play again, and that's going to be if they add the cultists, I'll play to experience that. But I want the wipe. I'm ready for the wipe. Let's all start at 0 and fucking hit the ground running, because I picked the game up after like 2 months into the current wipe, and it was a little bit more difficult, I think, because we weren't on the same page.
Well, you and I were both carried at the beginning, right? Like Larry's
that's true.
Cases and guns and stuff. So next time around, as big as Larry's backpack is, he won't have a backpack because he got wiped also. So it'll be like I had a benefit of starting because I have podcasts or people willing to sort of help me out.
Right.
And next time around, no one will have any money.
Did you guys got helped and stuff?
Oh,
yeah. For sure.
That's one of the one of like the big things for me playing RuneScape or playing any game that requires like an inherent commitment in time or effort. Like I actively avoid trying to get handouts because like how are you supposed to like really experience the struggle? So I agree with Kyle. I'm super excited for the wipe and the city. What is it? Cities of Tarkov, like the new map that comes out, because it's gonna be streets. Sorry, you're gonna be like sucking dick for BT ammo. Like
yeah,
but you won't need it. See, that's the thing. Right, everybody's starting at tier 1.
That's what's so exciting. It's like the whole
tier 1 ammo for tier 1 armor. Yeah. You're fine.
But there's two kinds of handouts. Yeah. Like the guns and stuff they gave me, guns or the helmet, they were quickly lost because I was new and I sucked. The other part of it, like the knowledge, the meta, how to assemble a gun, tours around the map. Never goes away. Yeah, that if I had to figure that out on my own completely, it would have been a different startup experience.
That shit, my handouts came exclusively in information. I could not and will not ever learn how to play that game like as a consumer. Like I don't even recommend it to my friends. I don't like have you played Tarkov?
No. That's why I'm sitting here just like
yeah. I know. Either. Like I will never go like you should really give it a shot. Like,
I'll give it a shot.
Like,
well, you told me to. I'll give it a go. So.
Yeah, we're the worst. But it's like not a game that you recommend to somebody. It's somebody who goes like, "Hey, this looks interesting."
It's not a game that you recommend.
No, I would recommend it to a Rust player, someone who's used to that sort of grindy ass game with ridiculous like.
But it's
gunplay.
It's a different
amount of time it takes. I got shit to do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's an info.
Well, do it, jabroni. We're playing games over here.
Jabroni.
It's good for a hardcore.
You're saying jabroni a lot.
It's good for a hardcore gamer. If you're a hardcore gamer, a guy who plays a couple hours a day, then you might really enjoy that game. If you're looking to just dip in, enjoy it, and pop out like my Left 4 Dead phase, it's not a fit.
I disagree. I think that the barrier of entry is insurmountably high. I find it hard to believe that anybody could casually say, I want to play Tarkov and not commit to like a literal class of here's why you need to buy one specific ammo over the other. Like, what is this map that I'm learning, and what's the best route when I spawn here, and how do I extract in the special air? Like, there's too much info to get there. But what I do like about Tarkov currently is that I can play once a week and still have the same exact experience in terms of like my engagements and everything as I could if I didn't play every day. I might not have an incredible kit, but like I can still get that enjoyment, right?
My support staff was so. I've had runs where it's like, Stubbsy, there's 4.5 minutes left and I have to exfil. I'm sharing on Discord right now. How do I find it?
Where am I? Where? I'm in woods. There's trees, and I don't know where else.
He's like, all right, I see. Head down towards the train. And I've had runs that were saved, and it meant a lot. Yeah.